The war between Russia and Ukraine is now being called attention by the world. The invasion from Russia by deploying the military personnel to Ukraine received attention from various countries, including big countries. The invasion caused many losses, making people in various parts of the world also pay attention to this conflict. On this day, we will discuss the conflict between Russia and Ukraine together with our speaker, Mrs. ANDI Freya AQEELA FAUZAN. Now we have connect with Miss Freya. Hello, Miss Freya. How are you?
I am great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm fine too. So, Miss Freya, now we will talk about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Miss Freya, after observing what happened between Russia and Ukraine, why did Russia decide to invade Ukraine?
It's because Russian President Vladimir Putin wants to strengthen his influence in Ukraine. In the past, Ukraine had a pro-Russian president, namely President Viktor. Under his leadership, it turned out that the Ukrainian people themselves were angry because during his tenure as a president, there were many cases of corruption. Viktor also abandoned trade agreements with the European Union and became more familiar with Russia, so that he was ousted as president. This cause arises the anger of President Putin, so that he loses influence in Ukraine and invasion attacks comes up.
Okay, then the next question. If Russia succeeds in invading Ukraine, what are the advantages for Russia?
It is to make Ukraine not accepted as a member of NATO. When a member of NATO is attacked or invaded by another country, all other members will help defend that country. Therefore, Putin feels threatened if his neighboring Ukraine joins NATO. He is worried about military or political threats that will enter his country.
After looking at this unresolved conflict, what impact will it have on these two countries, especially the civilians from Russia and also Ukraine?
In war, casualties are certain. Even though the Russians have such superior weapons and preparation, this war still takes its tolls on them. On the other hand, from Ukrainian side, the victims also came from the military and civilians. The property owned by the residents was also destroyed. So many people lost their homes and had to evacuate.
An interesting explanation, Miss Freya. We all hope that this conflict will soon subside, perhaps through another alternative, such as diplomacy rather than war, so that peace in both countries can return again. This conflict is harmful to many parties and has a global impact. Thank you very much, Miss Freya AQEELA, for speaking today. The explanation above is very useful for people who may still be confused about this conflict. Thank you again. Goodbye, Miss Freya, and have a good day.